How are we looking? Ooh, less than a minute left. Shamai. Right, we're going to do a quick update today of what we've been doing with the 3D printer. This is 3 weeks last night. We've been up and running with it. Okay, so Rich is still in work at the minute, but as soon as he finishes, he's going to come and join me. I'm going to get a few of the things that we've printed, and we're just going to sort of go through what we've printed, what we've learnt, what mistakes we've made. Right, okay, so this, my timing was impeccable. Has been printing for, is it over 20 hours? All I'm going to do right now is take it out and then let it cool down. And then a bit later, when Rich has finished work, and I've finished work as well, we're going to take it off the plate, have a little look, and explain more. It looks okay. I'm going to be super careful. Oh, right, okay. I'm going to be careful now. Right. That's all you're going to see for right now, but I promise you, almost immediately, we're both going to be back to have a little look at this. Shamai, we are just over 3 weeks into our 3D print adventure, so we thought we'd give you a little bit of an update, see what we've been up to, see what we've been printing, see what we've learned. So basically, if I go like this a minute, can you see the whole area has changed, mainly because we're storing the filaments up on shelves. We did talk about printing.
Yes.
Why didn't we print them out?
Because we wanted to print other things and they would have taken too long. And
So yeah, these are basically metal filament shelves made for storing filaments. Sorry, I'm looking over there because a cat has just appeared. Anyway, yeah, so they're really, really strong. Got them off Amazon, but it meant we could continue printing. So let's have a little look at what we have been printing. It's quite a lot. Okay, so yeah, this area is quite full at the minute. The light isn't brilliant, so I will show you individual things, but it's been a real range of different stuff. Plant pots, headphone stands, glasses. We wear a lot of glasses. These, some of my favourite, these are cable winders. I live for cables, all right? Look how simple that is. And then I can just wind it up again. Lots of these little, what are they called, flexi buddies? They actually print like that. These are brilliant. They're so cute.
we printed a flexi snake. And I can't believe how it manages to print it already all flexy, just straight off.
It's nuts, isn't it? It's like magic. Literally, it comes off the plate like that. Little things, some of them useful, some of them not. A nice little key ring. We're just messing about. That was me starting to do different colours. A little base for one of my cameras. Little things, but useful things that you just couldn't buy normally. You've already seen this. This was my first headphone stand, but I've enlarged this one so it's a bit bigger, and it was my first attempt at adding text. It hasn't come out brilliantly, but it did work.
Printed off a new reel so we can buy filament refills rather than just filament rolls.
And these are just awesome. Yeah, we're at that age where I'm either got glasses on my head or Rich has got glasses anywhere you can find them. So yeah, these little glasses stands, and you can sort of, you can make them as high as you want. You just add to them. But look at that. How cool is that? And I just mentioned these plant pots. This one has been done for Christmas, and I'm going to go and get my poinsettia in a minute, which I bought today, to put in that. But as I said a minute ago, there is going to be more Christmas stuff, I'm sure. Okay, it's moon time. I know. Right, okay. I'm not actually concerned because we've done a few of these already, but nothing quite this big. So that light probably isn't helping, but Genuinely, we haven't touched it since earlier. Okay, we've got to do it the proper. You ready to catch in case?
Yes.
There we go. There are some supports still on here. We printed a couple of small ones, I'll show you in a minute, about a week or so ago. And we had some success and some not so success. Not everything has worked. Most things have worked brilliantly. This was a little version and it's actually really, really thin in the top. And this is our second one. This is our fourth one now. Okay, Richard is taking out the supports. Go on, you show them taking out.
I'm being gentle. My hand doesn't fit.
Right, there's supports. We've gone for the minimum supports because we found that second one we printed wasn't quite good enough. So this is how easy the supports come out. I've just broken it now. It sounded worse than it actually was. It's a marble filament. The first one we printed of these worked brilliantly, but it was like full support. It took me about half an hour to get all the supports out, and we thought there's got to be a better way. There is actually on the software you can do it. If you want us to make any videos of how we're doing these things, showing you the software, we are no experts at all right? But I can certainly try. So leave a comment if there's anything in particular you want to know. How are you doing?
I'm just making sure all the little bits of support are off from the inside.
They're like little trees. Shows how much we've been printing. These are just some of the supports from other things we've printed. I've only kept them to show you guys. But yeah, it's not loads of wasted plastic because these are actually really, really thin. But they're so pretty sometimes and very useful. We have a globe at the minute. It was done in a grey marble filament. And you think, yeah, there's nothing special about that. Let's see. Now watch this. Oh, I hope it works. There's going to be a base to go with this, but in theory, it will look something like... I hope it works. Way! Look at that. Right, hopefully that is gonna zoom in a little bit. It's the moon, and you can see how cool does that look when it's lit up. And at the minute, it's not on its proper base or anything, but yeah. Ha-ha! What do you think?
That is amazing looking.
It is proper mad. And all that's underneath there is a little LED light. Okay. So that is our printed moon. See, he's not just a pretty face. Rich said, turn off the light. You didn't know about this, did you?
Oh, changing colour.
Yeah. It's one of the bulbs. It's not an RGB one, so you can't get different colours.
All different
but you
temperatures.
Can get, you can get warm, and you can get, oh look, it dims. But that is proper, look at that. Oh, worth 20 hours printing, I think.
Yes, definitely worth 20 hours printing.
So that gives a little bit of an idea of some of the things we've been printing. There are other little bits and pieces around the house, but there are a few more things in by here. So the light in this corner was 3D printed, the actual shade and the base. Down here, we've got a couple of these globe lights. They're actually going to be Christmas presents. So there you are. You can see one by there, and there is another one over there, and there you can actually see the base as well. We haven't printed ours out yet, but what I'll be doing is basically, you can see how small that one is. Compared to our bigger one, I've upscaled it. So how do you upscale something? You can't do it in the Bambu Handy app. You have to do it on a computer, I think. But basically, you open up your STL file with what you want to print. You slice it. All right, if you know what I'm talking about, great. If you're not, don't worry. And then you go to upscale. So you actually click on the item. There's a little icon, upscale, and then you choose. So for the moon, I upscaled it to 150%. Now then, for the base, I need to do the same. All right, so I'm going to upscale that to 150% scale as well. And then once we print it, it should, fingers crossed, match our moon. But if there are any sort of videos like that you want me to make of showing you how I've done stuff, and honestly, I'm no expert, Richard knows more about it, I don't mind doing that, but leave it in the comments below, okay? There's a couple more little flexi buddies there. And actually, I think that's called a death whistle as well. We have also made a little start on the Christmas printing. So a nice little light saying Merry Christmas with a lovely picture, but I don't know how well that is going to come out, of Santa and the reindeers. And for my other YouTube channel, I have printed out just a couple of little decorations to go in the studio. Can you tell I like purple? And let's find out what Richard's favourite is.
Well, I printed myself a headphone stand.
Look at
work.
that! How incredible is that? And what type of filament or colour?
It's one of those purple duo filaments.
Oh, like a chameleon.
Yes.
Oh my God. Hang on, go like that again. Look at that. But because it's a headphone stand, it actually, if we look at it, the top of it, it's got the headphone thing in there. But it's just nuts, isn't it?
It is.
How long did that one take?
About 14 hours.
Oh, not so bad. Not as long as the moon then.
No, not that bad. Not that bad at all.
But how cool.
I'm going to put it down and put my headphones on.
So there we go. You can see we have really been quite busy. I honestly, those moons are just stunning. And as I said, not everything worked out perfectly. That was the second moon we made. And another victim, this one never got finished because the filament got clogged up, I think, wasn't it?
Yes, it was a sparkly filament and it had some glitter in it that blocked the nozzle. So we had to do a full nozzle unblock.
There we are. We learn something new every day. I've got one more job I want to do. I'm going to go and get my Christmas poinsettia.
Perhaps he'll do my work for me. Richard, waiting for a call.
So I can plant it, in fact I probably will plant it into the pot. That's what they're designed for. But just to give a little idea of what that looks like, it looks really nice in that, doesn't it?
Really does. It's Christmassy.
Christmassy. A death whistle.
Yeah.
Did it die?
But yeah, my old skulls.
So, hopefully you've enjoyed our little update. In some ways, it's maybe a little bit frightening how much we've printed. But, on the other hand, it's been really good fun, hasn't it?
Yeah, really enjoyed it.
Yeah. So what's your favourite print?
I think my skull. I think my big headphone skull is my favourite.
That is stunning.
But I quite like my death whistle as well. It came out really nice.
It's a shame. It doesn't work. I think these are my favourites for now. Anyway, yeah, little decorations, but it's the colours. I know I'm that shallow. But yeah, my other practical prints, those cable tidies, hang on. Those, honestly, I've got stacks of them. You saw some of them there. They're already out in vehicles. And that's the plan now, is over Christmas. It's going to get a bit hectic doing presents and Christmas decks. Yeah. But yeah, in the new year, we can start printing stuff for the motorhome as well. Yes. And that's what these are for. So yeah. So things we've learnt.
It's fun.
It's fun.
It's fun. Addictive.
I'll tell you what I have learnt this week. And I've only just remembered because I filled them. So you can actually see clips of this. Is the changing the colour.
A couple of days earlier.
I've got a plant pot on the go. I'll show you in a minute. But I think we've sussed out how to change the colour before we start the print. In other words, letting the AMS, the automatic filament thing, do its job. Let me just show you where we're at, because we're still a long way off this colour change at the minute. So we're at 76% of the print, and you can see by there it's a rather large, I've upscaled it, plant pot. I've already done the tray that it's going to sit in, but in theory, when this gets towards the top of it, there should be a different colour, the same green in fact, that the tray is in, going on the top. But I reckon we're at least a couple of hours away from that at the minute. Exciting though, and I really, really hope it works. Hour and 22 minutes left, and it really is just the very top that's going to have the colour change. Oh, I can't wait. Right, I've just come running in here because I could hear it stopping. I think this is the change of filament. Yes, the red is rewinding in, and hopefully in a moment, yes, the green. I am really excited. It means we've done it correctly, because what we actually did was we went in to the Bambu Lab studio, the bit of software, and I think we sort of, after slicing it, we then added a layer of colour. Oh, excited now. Oh, there we go. That's the first green going on. So the green is going on. Woohoo. So I'm not sure if it's looking more like a strawberry or like a sort of tomatoey shape, but it is definitely Christmas. So yeah, that's almost finished. How cool is that we can actually change the colours now as well. Okay, when it does it automatically, I did that with the red and green planter. That was a little bit frightening because we didn't know if it was going to work, did it? But it did. And the other one that really shocked me, you weren't here, I did the auto filament change. And in fact, it was on this one. And that took a lot longer than I thought it was going to, but it worked. So yeah, a couple of new things that were a bit frightening.
But yeah, first time, gonna be like that.
And we've got to learn anyway, haven't we?
Yes, got to learn some point.
So yeah, so there will be more 3D print stuff. Thank you and welcome to all of our new subscribers.
Yes.
We were quite shocked at how popular the video was. So there will be more 3D stuff as well as other things. This is Webb's world, you know, motorhome stuff, ukulele stuff, garden stuff, all sorts. But anyway, thank you ever so much for subscribing. As always though, if you've enjoyed the video, please give us a like. Leave a comment below. We love reading them. Not always very good at replying to them. And don't forget to subscribe and
ring the bell
so you don't miss out on new videos. Thank you for watching.